After Fan Shan returned from Jiangnan, Yan Bingyun came to find Fan Shan to report the news. The emperor was summoning the young officials. The Nanking court was planning to replace the old with the new, gradually remove the old core officials with many factions and replace them with young officials. Apart from a few individuals, the new officials entering the court were mostly factionless, with very clean foundations. Fan Shan instructed Yan Bingyun to collect information about these new people, and emphasized that he should pay special attention to the person named He Sun Wei. As soon as they finished discussing, someone from the palace sent a message. The emperor summoned Fan Shan to the palace. After meeting the emperor, Fan Shan reported on his work in Jiangnan. The emperor was very satisfied. Fan Shan left the emperor's palace. He did not return immediately but decided to go to the mother of emperor. After all, he and Wanner were married. He had to go and greet her. The mother of emperor saw Fan Shan come to pay her respects. Her attitude was still as cold as before, but it was better than before. After greeting the mother of emperor, on Fan Shan's way back, eunuch Hu asked him if he wanted to stop by the grand princess's palace to visit her. After all, she was Wanner's mother. Fan Shan expressed that he did not want to go, but eunuch Hu still tried his best to persuade him. Fan Shan felt like there was something hidden. He agreed to go with eunuch Hu. Unexpectedly, as soon as they arrived at the palace, they saw the crown prince hurriedly and panicking out of the grand princess's palace. Moreover, Fan Shan also discovered that the crown prince's clothes were not neat. His hair was messy. There were even red marks on his face. Fan Shan thought, could it be that the crown prince and the grand princess are having an affair? Fan Shan turned back to look at eunuch Hu, and he decided not to continue and returned home. After returning, Fan Shan thought for a long time. If he personally exposed this matter, it would be disadvantageous for Fan Shan himself. Therefore, he needed to come up with a plan to let the emperor discover the matter himself, and let the investigator know the truth. At the Overwatch Council at that time, Shadow reported to Chen Pingping. Fan Shan must have known everything. What should we do next? Chen Pingping said, cooperate with Fan Shan to expose this matter. It's time to stir up this mess. It turned out that Chen Pingping had long known that the crown prince and the grand princess were having an affair. Exposing the two of them was all part of Chen Pingping's plan to completely eliminate the two of them. Fan Shan secretly arranged for eunuch Hongzhu to do it secretly. Chen Pingping also secretly helped, urging Fan Shan to do it. Very quickly, a rumor spread in the palace that the empress used to stick to beat a maid to death who stole something. Originally, this kind of rumor was not a big deal, but based on the empress's personality, when it reached the emperor's ears, it was a somewhat strange thing. The emperor was a bit curious, so he sent eunuch Hu to investigate. After eunuch Hu finished investigating, he returned to report to the emperor. From eunuch Hongzhu, he learned a piece of news. Before the palace maid was beaten to death, she went to the palace of the grand princess. Hearing eunuch Hu say that, the emperor just nodded calmly. Eunuch Hu continued. That day, the crown princess was also there. The emperor's face lost its calmness. He ordered eunuch Hu to call eunuch Hongzhu. A moment later, eunuch Hongzhu arrived at the emperor's place. Everything went according to the plan that Fan Shan had arranged. After Hongzhu reported and left, the emperor called Hong Shang again. He handed this matter over to Hong Shang to investigate thoroughly. Hong Shang received the order to investigate for several days without any progress. All the clues were broken, as if someone was deliberately obstructing it. A few days after reporting to the emperor, he did not find anything, only found out a pill. The emperor examined the pill and sniffed it, then smiled sarcastically and said, "It's really a good medicine. This is a medicine that can make men stronger." The two eunuchs beside him were scared pale when they heard the emperor say that. Although the grand princess's method of removing the clues was very quick and neat, but just these clues were enough for the emperor to guess the situation. The king emperor angrily called Chen Pingping. He told Chen Pingping the whole story. Then he asked, "What do you think about this?" Chen Pingping replied righteously, "Your Majesty, this is your family matter. It's not convenient for me to interfere." The emperor continued to speak to Chen Pingping. People often say that upright officials find it difficult to handle family matters. I allow you to interfere in this matter. The affair between the Grand Princess and the Crown Prince cannot be publicly punished. This will cause a lot of trouble and the royal family's reputation will be lost. Therefore, the emperor cooperated with Chen Pingping to kill all those involved in this incident. Then, he gave the grand princess and the crown prince another crime to deal with. That same night, Hong Shang brought people to the grand princess's palace to take action. All the palace maids and eunuchs who were in the grand princess's palace were killed. On this side, Eunuch Hu also followed the emperor's order to do the same to the crown prince's palace. So Eunuch Hu was too cowardly. He was made difficult by the crown prince and the empress and did not dare to resist. A moment later, a cold voice came from behind. Did you not hear what I said clearly? Or do you intend to disobey orders? Eunuch Hu turned around and saw the emperor coming directly, then knelt down and stammered, I heard clearly. Then he immediately ordered to kill all the people in the crown prince palace. The crown prince and the empress could only watch the palace turn into a sea of blood. The crown princess looked at the empress with a resentful and rebellious gaze and asked, Father, why did you do that? The emperor calmly replied, You know the disgusting thing you did yourself. Hearing this, the rebellious gaze from the crown prince had completely disappeared. It seemed like he had realized that his and the grand princess's matter had been exposed. Outside, Chen Pingping also quickly took action to destroy all the factions of the crown prince and grand princess. The soldiers patrolling outside the city were all replaced by the black cavalry of the Overwatch Council. Throughout the capital, regardless of whether they were officials or civilians, they were all guarded by the people of the supervisory court and were not allowed to leave the city. To the people in the city, announced the closure of the city to hunt down Dong Yi's assassin. To the officials, announced the postponement of the meeting tomorrow morning. No one doubted the Overwatch Council's noisy murder last night. The next day, the emperor went to the grand princess's palace, where the grand princess was laughing madly. The emperor wanted to hear the grand princess explain why she had an affair with the crown prince. The grand princess was now crazy. Everything she did, every scheme she calculated was to prove her strength to the emperor. She wanted to prove that she was not inferior to Yi King Mai. However, no matter how many things she did, no matter how many schemes she tried, she could not get any recognition from the emperor. She thought that the emperor still loved Yi King Mai alone. She had not achieved what she wanted, so she wanted to destroy everything. The emperor was extremely angry when he heard the mad words of the grand princess, and almost killed the grand princess. Fortunately, the emperor's mother arrived in time to stop his. In order to save face for the royal family, the emperor secretly sent someone to expose the other bad things of the crown prince and grand princess, then used it as a reason to publicly punish them. The next morning, in a meeting with the officials, Eunuch Hu announced the emperor's decree. The grand princess and the crown prince were expelled from the capital. The crown prince's morals were not upright. 3 months after worshipping the temple on Dadong Mountain, he would depose the crown prince and announce it to the whole country.